Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. My name is Aiko Motika, and today I will try to explain about artificial intelligence in the business, especially in the business trend 2026. The reason why I choose this topic it is because that AI or artificial intelligence it has been a major hit lately in the past few years. But for now, I would like to focus in the business settings or the business trends. So without further ado, please enjoy my presentations. But before I jump into the business context, I would like to try to explain about the artificial intelligence itself or AI. So what is artificial intelligence? So artificial intelligence is actually a technology that enables computers or machines to stimulate human learning. It could be about our comprehension, problem-solving skill, decision-making, creativity, or even our body autonomy. But in this case, since we are talking about business, I would like to focus on the comprehensions, problem solvings, and decision makings. So what does the fitting AI that we can use to help in our business? So there's two major AI that has we know and it's commonly used in the business settings, which is natural language processing, or as we know as NLP, and generative AI. So here, natural language processing or NLP is an AI branch where it's focused on enabling machines to understand, interpret, or generate human language. For example, if you're handling a customers, you cannot manually deal with them one by one. So this is where NLP takes its job, take its role. You can make an AI chatbot that will help you to assist the customers. For example, if the customer was asking about the stock of a certain items, and you cannot answer one customers and another customers at the same time manually, it will cost you a lot of time and wasting so much other things that you can do. So that's why NLP here's to help you by showing, for example, replying with the data that you have put about the remaining stocks, and they will share it immediately to the customer like that. And next we have generative AI. Generative AI itself is a branch that can create original content such as image, videos, photos, or even audios. And usually, in the business settings, generative AI was used to help brainstorm our ideas. So after we collected many ideas, and then sometimes we don't have much time to do another brainstorming. So that's why we ask AI to help us brainstorm the whole idea, and then we can continue our discussion efficiently. And here is where AI is adopted in business. So AI adoption actually refers to the strategic integration of artificial intelligence technologies into their organizational operation to enhance their efficiency, productivity, and innovation. So here's we saw the chart that we start from 2023 up to 2026. Here in the early 2023, there are only like half businesses that already adopted AI to help their uh, help maintaining their business progress and so on. But if you see in 2025 years, there's about a pretty huge leap, a huge gap, which is it raised up to 89%. So, and after that, next year in 2026, there's a bigger gap again. So it's about 93% AI has been adopted to the business settings, to the business trends. So that's about like 43% huge gap from 2023 up to 2026. And you can see in 2025, AI finally gained the advanced features needed for the business workflow automation. So that's why in 2026, they got a bigger customers, they got a bigger interest from many type of businesses. For the example of the AI usage in business function, here we have sales and marketing, finance and supply chains management. This is the example of businesses where they actually develop AI in their working workflow. Here in sales and marketing, we can see that mostly it's already fully, they already use fully AI, but there's still also like about 9.9% who's not planning to use AI at all, which actually it's not a huge problem itself. But here in finance, you can see that there's a little bit more balance than sales and marketing, because we know in finance we need uh, extra care in this settings, because as we know, finance deals a lot with numbers and money, and we don't want to make a double rechecks, and it just wastes a lot of our time. So that's why they still focus in limited adoption. So they just use a little bit features in AI, and then mostly they will still recheck on their work like that. And lastly is supply chain management. Even though there's a huge opportunity in supply chain management and using AI, especially if you're part of the distribution management, it actually will help you to count and check your data. But after I look a little bit, mostly of the company, they still prefers to use the traditional style, which they will check it one by one from the worker itself. So from here, we can know like this major need, and not all sector can be helped with AI. So I think as long as you guys manage to use it wisely, and it's not it's still aligned with your company privacy and policy, I guess AI still can be used in many sectors, but in this case, it can be used in sales and marketing like that. Now, we already see the AI usage in business function and adoptions, and I would like to tell you about the benefit itself from using AI. So the first one is improve our decision making, and AI already enabled decision making, and it makes us faster, especially if you use generative AI, because it can help you to deliver the data businesses, and if it's needed in real time, AI can definitely help you with that. And next is increase efficiency. And then by automating repetitive tasks, sometimes it feels like still a waste of time, and you can still do so much thing more important at that time, but because of this repetitive task, it holds you back and you cannot progress even more. So that's why with the help of AI, it will increase your efficiency. So they can do your automatic repetitive tasks, and you can still continue to progress more in the other project or sectors. And last, the most important one is the cost reduction. So by speeding up business operation and reducing the need of human intervention, AI can also help cut the cost significantly. Like I explained before, for example, that you have a tight budget and you cannot hire a lot of people from a lot of job field. So that's why here is where AI can help you to maintain your financial struggle. And as the conclusion, artificial intelligence has become an essential part of modern business, enabling companies to improve efficiency, decision making, and overall performance. So, but there's also still a note that we have to underline here, that even though AI can be a huge help for us, but we still need to underline that it's a bit destructive using AI all the time. So that's why we have to be wise on which part that we want to put AI for them to work, and which part that I think AI is better not be involved at all. So with this wise decision making, we can still improve our working efficiency and cost reduction more effective. If we don't actually think carefully on which part that we want to put AI in, it can be destructive for ourselves, because if AI makes you dependent to you, then you're just ruining your whole business concept. And I guess that's all from me. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you can gain something new from my presentation. And lastly, if there's a bit stuttering or muttering, I hope I can get your forgiveness from there. And after that, I would like to say thank you once again. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nah, tadi, oh.